Sing like a native, sing like a native. Ha ha ha. Oh yeah, my friend, you gotta sing like a native. Okay, a long time ago, I didn't have that beer back then. I made a video called Sing Like a Native. It's basically a language learning tip. And now I'm gonna do some sort of an update to that video. So, Sing Like a Native. As a Portuguese native speaker living in Spain, I realized that I have to sing like a native. So, if I try to translate everything directly from Portuguese to Spanish, or the reverse too, we can't just do that. Because, for instance, when we say in Spanish, me caga la puta, for instance, we can say in English, I share on the whore, right? It's more like damn, something like that. So, colloquialism and slang are very important, and that's why I always say, and I will keep saying, no matter how hard I might be criticized one day, but I always keep saying that if you're studying a language, from low intermediate onwards, pre-intermediate or low advanced whatsoever, you need to know slang. And even at an intermediate level, a little bit of slang and colloquialism wouldn't be that bad. It's very important to learn those kind of expressions. Okay? So, you gotta think like a native. You really do. Here in Spain, sometimes as a Portuguese native speaker, speaking near native Spanish, I speak Spanish very well, but I don't speak it perfectly. I still come across, and now that I'm watching this series, just like I told you guys before, Breaking Bad, subtitled in Spanish, and yesterday I started reading Bukowski again. It's been a while, more than a year since I don't read anything at all, I believe. So I still come across words and expressions, but that's not bad. It doesn't stop you from being it doesn't stop me from being near native. I don't know if I grab a Portuguese book, I will come across maybe more words in Portuguese that are the same amount of words that are known to me. Because being near native, it's exactly that, being near native. But the thing is, thinking like a native. If you're looking for the right words in your own mother tongue, it just won't work out. Sometimes it might, and sometimes it might not. Maybe mostly it won't, because you'll translate directly from your mother tongue into the language that you're speaking, and that is incorrect. Because if you do that, you won't be able to do it properly. So that's it, my friends. That's why I say you gotta think like a native. Because if you really want to use proper speech and grammar correctly, sometimes grammar is very hard. Imagine a Turkish guy speaking Spanish, for instance. He has to think like a native Spanish. If not, well, what will he do? Yo parlano, I don't know, how would it sound like Turkse konuşmuyorum, right? What would it sound like if you wanted to say, I don't speak Spanish? I Spanish, and then you to put like an article in between, an affix, more like an affix. Of course, he has to think like a native to speak Spanish. And if I want to speak Turkish, or well, I don't speak Turkish, not at all, but I speak a little bit of Finnish. And if I want to speak Finnish, I can say I country live in. You say I live in the country, right? But if you want to speak Finnish, you can speak in your own mother tongue and say I live in Spain. You have to say I Spain in live. I live Spain in. It's more like Mina asun Spania sa. Mina I asun live Spania Spain sa in. So you gotta think like a native. And that's it. And imagine those guys with those tones. If you mama, I don't even know I don't even know the meaning of those words in Vietnamese. But 6 words, 6 tones. So that's it. If you wanna be able to speak a language with a certain degree of proficiency, let's see, upper intermediate level, let's put a low advanced level in here. Let's just talk about upper intermediate level, or even less at the intermediate level. You gotta be able to think like a native. Think like a native. Oh yes, my friend, you gotta think like a native.